Hello and welcome to F# TV. I'm here with my friend Steffen Forkmann from Germany, and he's going to come and talk to us about Fake and Packet. So let's start off first with how did you become a developer, Steffen?
I guess I started to be interested in computers when my dad did his PhD, and he bought a Commodore 64, and he did his PhD on the Commodore 64, and I started to play games and to write my first games when I was like 9 years old. And yeah, from then on I was always fixed to computers and hooked up and started to program. And later I studied bioinformatics, and so yeah.
What was your favourite game on the Commodore 64?
It was Gianna Sisters.
Okay.
This is a really cool game.
So last night when we were doing that, I sort of knew that he liked Gianna Sisters, so I sort of primed that question. But we were playing it and I was surprised at how much it looked like Mario Brothers from the early 90s when I first got a console that I could play on. Okay, so you did bioinformatics. How have you been working in the bioinformatics space? Or
No, I always worked in the financial stuff, and I never really had a job in the bioinformatics, but I did a lot during my studies, and yeah. So I hope to do it more one day, but at the moment I'm more into financial stuff.
So in your day-to-day activities, what projects are you running and managing?
I work for a company called MSU Solutions in Germany, and we create software for energy and water companies. And it's a billing system, so you give it metering data from your house, and then in the end it will compute your invoices. And so the software is calculating all that stuff that gets into the invoice, and I'm working on the central core of this calculation engine, and yeah, I do functional programming in this area. So I created this.
So what technology are you using for that?
We're using ancient technology, if you will. It's called Microsoft Dynamics NAV. It's an ERP system for Microsoft. They bought it and they tried to move all the stuff to .NET, and so it's a process.
Yep.
They changed the database engine and to Microsoft SQL Server, and they have their own programming language in the ERP system. It's called CRL. It's an ancient Pascal dialect.
Okay.
So it doesn't allow you to write functional programming, but if you have the mindset, then you can still hack code together, which is much bigger than if you pass functions, but you can have immutable data structures, and yeah, you can type a lot and have the same mindset and create good code even in such an old language. So
what other languages are you using? I use C# personally. What languages are you using on a day-to-day basis?
So I program mostly in CRL. So this is the language inside the ERP system, and this is what I use the most.
So this is the real low-level sort of .NET language, isn't it? CIL, you said?
No, CAL.
CAL. Okay. Okay.
It's an integrated language into the ERP system. That it's only for this product, and Microsoft created a compiler from CRL to .NET to IL, and yeah, this is a very unknown language, but it's common in Germany. If you want to use NAV, the product, then you have to write it in this language.
Okay.
There's no way around it. There's no choice. So.
Okay, so you've also been doing Fake and Packet. How do these fit in with your project? And maybe you could give us a brief outline of what Fake and Packet are.
Yes, I guess 5.5 years ago, we started to automate our build system, because the ERP system NAV it doesn't have any build system. So at this time, everyone was saving the code files manually. So you go to File, Export, and then you have the code on your machine, on your file system, and you have to click File, Import to get it in again. And there's no automated way to do this. And we wanted to have a CI server like everyone else has. And so we started to automate the process. And during this automation process, we started to create our own tools around this. And this is what became Fake later. So, so we started to solve our own problem, and then other people joined, and now it's one of the most successful build tools on .NET.
Okay, wow.
But it didn't start like that. Our intention was not to build a .NET build tool, but to build a build tool for Dynamics NAV.
Okay. So how many people are contributing to Fake and Packet?
I guess for Fake it's now 170.
170 people?
Yes.
Wow.
And I get a lot of pull requests for this project, and we have a lot of downloads, and yeah, people start to join the project, and it's one of the most successful F# projects.
So it's F#, but can it be used in other .NET languages? I'm thinking C#. Can it be used in C#?
The
Fake and Packet, yeah.
Fake can be used for basically every .NET project.
Okay.
So we have a lot of users that write their code in C# and use Fake to automate the build and deployment stuff. So they only have this small part of F# inside of Fake, but the rest is a complete C# project. And for us, it's we have this Dynamics NAV environment, which is nothing related to C# or F#, and we have the F# Fake script, which lies next to the project and automates everything with the NAV.
How does Packet fit into this?
Packet is a new dependency manager, and we try to do some things different than NuGet is doing. NuGet is the existing one, and every .NET developer is using NuGet to get packages on the machine and to restore packages and so on. And we were unhappy with NuGet, so we started a new project called Packet.
Is it to replace NuGet?
No, we don't want to replace NuGet. We want to have a different structure in our own projects, but we don't want to replace the whole NuGet ecosystem. We want to use the same package format. We want to use the same NuGet servers that were already there, like NuGet.org or MyGet or TeamCity. TeamCity has a NuGet server plugin, and so we just want to change the structure in our own projects.
Okay, so that's cool. That's very cool. I also hear that it can pull data from other sources, so it's not just NuGet. It can pull information in from GitHub.
Yes, I guess this is something that came out of our own company. We have a lot of dependency management trouble because of the way how Dynamics NAV works. There's no way to create abstractions in this system. So you can't do functional programming and you can't do OOP. So we have a lot of trouble around this, and we want to solve this one day. I don't know if this will ever work. So the idea now is that we want, if you only have small helper libraries, then you don't want to create a new library DLL and a new NuGet package. You just want to share this little bit of code. So you can put it on GitHub as a single file, and Packet allows you to reference this file in a specific version in your own projects. And you will see when the file on GitHub gets modified, then you can use the normal update process in Paket to update that file and to manage this dependency on the file. So, for instance, we have a file called globbing, which allows you to scan for patterns in your file system. Like I want to have all the CSProach files in a subdirectory, yep. And this code that scans in your file system, and this code is used in Fake and in Paket. And so if someone detects a bug, then we can fix it in one place and the other project gets updated. And so
okay, that's handy.
So you can share code across different projects, and but you don't have to create a NuGet package for this. It's just the file that lies somewhere on GitHub.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
So how long will it take for someone like me who's used Paket a little bit, but if I was fresh and I had no information about this, how long do you reckon it would take me to get up to speed with this?
I guess it's really easy, because it's you only have to learn 3 different file formats, and these file formats are very easy. It's plain text, and if you understand how these files work, then you will understand how the tool works. So I guess in my presentations I'm always talking about the files, and the tool is just there to help you to do common tasks. And yeah, but you can go with your editor into the files and just change stuff there.
Do you think you'd have time to show us a quick demo of initializing a project? Cool. Okay.
Okay. What I want to show you is how to get started with Paket, and in this case the easiest way is just to go to our website. We have a GitHub project page. It's fully open source. You see we have 101 contributors here, couple of open pull requests, and lots of commits. The project is really big at the moment, so yeah, I guess if you want to start using it, then you just go to the website and you have a little bit of introduction, and on the right hand side you see all the commands are documented, and the file structure is documented. We have a lot of documentation, and also there's a tutorial for getting started, and in this tutorial you can learn how to set up the project, and usually you want to download a Paket's bootstrapper. The bootstrapper is a very small tool that allows you to get the latest version of Paket itself, because you don't want to commit big tools into your repository. So you just commit a small bootstrapper, and this one will download Paket into your repository whenever you need it. Okay, Paket is a dependency manager. So what you want to do is you want to have a global view to your dependencies, and so we have one file. It's called paket.dependencies, and you put this file into the root of your project, and the file gives you a global view to your dependencies. You maintain your dependencies via this file, and it has very basic structure. You define sources where you want to retrieve packages, in this case NuGet packages, and then you define what packages you want to use, and you can specify version ranges here. Like I say, I want to have Castle Windsor Log4net in version at least 3.2, and I want to have NUnit in whatever version is available. And we already talked about GitHub dependencies. In this case I want this file fsunit.fs which lives in a GitHub project of me. So I have 3 different dependencies that I maintain in this dependencies file. When I use Paket install, this will compute the dependency graph. So as you can see here, it creates a paket.log file, and this paket.log file lives next to the dependencies file. And the log file pins the versions to specific version numbers. as you can see here, we get the Castle Windsor Log4net in version 3.3, and Castle Windsor Log4net has two different dependencies to other NuGet packages, the transitive dependencies. And then you see that we resolve these dependencies, and we pin every package to a specific version. We also pin the fsunit file to a specific version. In this case, this is a GitHub hash, a Git hash, and so you will always get the same version of the package. Last but not least, you need paket.references files. In these references files, you specify the concrete dependencies for your project. So the dependencies file is a global view to your dependencies, and the references file is project specific. You have one references file for every project, and you specify what you want to use in the project. And the install command will make sure that the references are installed into the project. So you have the library in your project available, and you have the file in your project available. So install is the command that you want to use most of the time. We have a lot of different commands as well. If you want to update packages, then you can use the update command. You can update only one package or the whole system. And so you can look into this to learn about the commands. And one important command that I want to recommend to you is the convert from NuGet command. This command is really important and allows you to start moving from NuGet to Paket, because it analyzes all your packages.config files from NuGet and tries to convert them into Paket structure. So if you want to start and use it in your real projects, then this is the entry point that you want to use. So I guess this is the getting started tutorial. Just read it and try to use it, and I guess it's useful. I showed you in the getting started tutorial that it's easy to set up Paket in your projects, and to use it from the command line. But we also have a couple of editor plugins, like for Visual Studio, Xamarin Studio, Emacs, and for Atom. So let's try to install the Paket plugin for Atom. And we go to this, and then we just search for Paket, and let's see, there's the plugin. We can install it. This goes to the Atom repository and installs the Paket plugin, and also the Paket command line tool, because the Atom plugin is just working on the command line. So I guess this is done. And now what you have is you can use the command palette from Atom with Ctrl+Shift+P, and then you have all the commands available that are installed in Atom. And in this case we also have Paket commands, as you can see: init command, update command, install command, and so on. So let's try to just use Paket init. And as you can see, I don't know where I am on the file system, but I just started to install an init Paket into this project, and it was downloading everything that you need to use Paket. And now I can just try to install, or let's add a new package, and in this case I want to have F# f#.chord, and as you can see, it gives me completion for what I type, and so I installed this package into this folder, and you see that it downloaded the package. The command updated my dependencies file, and yes, let's try to look at this file, dependencies file. This is the file. So this is the dependency file that Atom created for me, and I can do this again. Add NuGet package, and I want to use NUnit. And so I install NUnit into this file, and as you can see, the file gets edited, and I have NUnit available here, and I can go to the log file, and in the log file I have the specific versions pinned to whatever is available now. Let's see what happens if I add something that has dependencies like entity framework. You see now I guess this has no dependencies. This is strange. f#.data, not date. Oops. Interesting. Let's remove that one. Not sure if it did it, but I can. This is the nice thing in Paket. It's just a simple file. I can go here and do Paket install, and it's gone. So I don't have to do all the to run anything else. So let's try again. f#.data. Yes, that's the one. And as you can see, it installed f#data, and f#data has a dependency on this library, and so I get this as well. So yeah, the plugin is really easy, and you have the same or similar experience in Visual Studio or Xamarin Studio or Emacs.
Okay, thank you guys for listening. Steffen and I have just finished the demonstration, and I hope you guys can get up to speed very quickly with Fake and Packet. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.